up, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another episode of In the Kitchen with Retro. Special video today. In this bag here, right? This is paid a lot more money than I should have, you know, but it's one of those things where this was a Facebook purchase. You know, somebody selling it on Facebook Marketplace. So here we go. These mushrooms, the Morel mushrooms, right? Okay, guys, here we are. Yes, I did overpay for these mushrooms. This was a Facebook Marketplace purchase. Yeah, they told me it was like $50 a pound, right? Well, this is what I got. Got home, weighed it, and this bag, you ready for this? Quarter of a pound. Now, this was a cash deal, you know, nobody's perfect, right? So, yeah, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have went through with it because, you know, he brought them out on a paper plate, and number one, I was talking to some woman on Facebook, but then, you know, some guy comes to the door. Actually, you know, that was my second mistake. I went to their house. Don't do that. Meet in a public place. So, yeah. So, yeah, I'm never one to claim that I'm perfect, right? So, he brought them out on a plate, and then I was like, that's $50 for that? And he's like, yeah, he kind of acted like he didn't know what he's talking about. He said he was, don't normally sell them. He said, you know, a friend of theirs tells them that's what they get $50 for this amount. So I'm feeling kind of, you know, I guess you'd say buyer's remorse. You know what I mean? I should have just walked away, but like I said, it was at their home. You know, kind of, yeah, this shouldn't have done it. But, I mean, I'm safe. That's the, you know, that's other than, you know, getting kind of ripped off. Anyways, but enough about that. Yes, I am human, guys. I make mistakes. But, God, you know, this is going to be enough for me, I guess. But, so, anyways, we're going to clean them now. So going to cut these up like the big ones. Cut them in half, and then soak them in some salt water. Yeah, I may not need to cut those because they're not that big. Actually, I mean, I think I'm gonna. And that one was okay to cut. Maybe cut this one. Most of them aren't that big. Really, the real big ones is the one you need to cut. But I got a couple of these cut. But yeah, you want to, let's go ahead and cut this one, I guess. You want to cut the big ones, but you want to soak it in salt water because there could be bugs in there. You know, these things are found in the woods, you know. So yeah, bugs can crawl up in there and stuff. And I think I maybe cut this one here. Okay. So I got my, wrong way. Got my water here in a bowl. Gonna salt it first. Get some salt in there first. Now I'm gonna put the mushrooms in here. Let's get a better view here. You guys be able to see this. This is like this is a one time a year thing. So let's not waste the opportunity here. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty crappy right now. I'm feeling pretty ripped off. I did message him later when I got home because, you know, because he's like, well, I'm not a crook. You can come back and I'll give you your money back, or I'll give you some more. I'm like, I don't know. The point is, it shouldn't have to come to that. You know, but then again, right? That's what happens when you deal with people that really don't know what they're doing or whatever. At this point, I'm like, you know, pretty much when you do me like that, and you know, I live like a half hour away. It's like I'm home now, so it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna use it as a learning experience, and I'm basically, yeah, I won't do business with you again. That sort of thing. But enough about that. We wanna be positive here, right? So let's get into just what I'm supposed to be doing here. This is salting these mushrooms in the water. So now, when I was growing up, my grandma, okay, this brings back memories. I'm going to talk about my granny a lot. You'll probably notice I do talk about my granny a lot. She helped raise me. She pretty much was my mom. All right, she spent more time with me and helped me with my homework. She kept track of my credits during high school. We played games together. She pretty much was more of a mom to me than my real mom was. I mean, real mom was there, but it's just, you know what I'm saying. When people are in your life, you can say, yeah, they're there, you know. But that's basically the extent of it. Yeah, they're there, you know, pretty much. But my grandma was more influential in my life. She was the one that did all the cooking, right? And I spent more time with her on the weekends and stuff. So this is what she would do. She would, you know, salt. I'm doing everything the same that she did. Except she used a big plastic bowl with a lid on it. And she would soak the mushrooms overnight. Now, so from my research, I've seen where you don't need to soak them overnight. Somebody, like, I did a Google search. Google told me like 4 minutes. Now it said hot water. Hot salty water. I'm not doing hot water. I just did room temperature water. But I did this. I think I got decent. Let's put a little more jag of salt. Okay. It said 4 minutes in hot salt water. I got room temperature salt water here. I'm going to say like a half an hour. Right? I think that'll be good. So once these are done soaking, maybe an hour. Half hour to an hour. Just depends. I need to charge this camera anyway because the battery is like keeps dying on me. So while this is soaking, I'm going to go recharge the camera. And then once the camera is charged and these are probably about an hour, I'll have my skillet hot and ready to go with some butter and ready to fry these babies up. So stay tuned. Okay, so we're back here. I got half a stick of butter in the skillet. Just turn the burner on number 7. So to me, you kind of want it like medium high, like just a little bit over medium. All right. So this butter is gonna start melting. You know, I'll just turn it on. But first thing I'm going to do, I still got these mushrooms in the water here. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, there we go. Let's zoom out so we can see what we're doing. So, let's see if I can do a close up here. Here's the mushrooms, right? Floating around. So I'm just gonna, you know, a little stir, just one more little stir around. Okay, now, set that there. I'm going to try something I just recently discovered. I don't know if it's going to work, but hey, worth giving it a whirl, right? But after I get those mushrooms out of the water, I've heard that in that water there will be spores of the mushrooms, okay? Because I was told, like, the spores are in that mushroom, or the spores from the mushrooms is in that water. So basically they said, yeah, go pour that water on the ground somewhere, and it's possible it could, like, grow mushrooms. I'm like, cool, I'll try. Heck yeah, why not? You're gonna throw it down the drain anyway, right? So go for it. All right, so I'm going to transfer these mushrooms out of the water onto a plate here. A plate with a paper towel. So we want the paper towel to absorb some of the water, and I am using Bounty, the quicker picker upper. So yeah, you definitely want to, for this you want to use a slotted spoon, so the water will drip through it. Or you just, you know, if you're just doing it for yourself, I guess you could just reach in there and grab it with your hands. But I don't know. I guess I'm trying to be civilized, civilized on this channel, not be what would you say, redneckish. Okay, so yeah, here's the water now. There's that water. As you can see, it's got some stuff down in there. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to dump that water outside here where I live. That'd be cool if I could grow mushrooms in my yard, right? Anyways, so here's a plate of mushrooms with a, So yeah, they're getting, but you still want them damp to, because we're going to cover them with flour, okay? So I'm using this separate bowl, okay? So what I'm going to do, I've already got some flour in a little container here. Nice little purple container. Purple is one of my favorite colors. I'm just going to dump a little bit in the bottom of this bowl, because when I put the mushrooms in there, that way some will get on there. So I'm going to just dump all these mushrooms in the bowl. Alright. That paper towel is pretty saturated. Alright. Now. Wow, is that... Wow. Whew, gosh. I did talk later with the guy. He said he's going to hook me up with some more mushrooms, because I called him back. I texted him back, and I was like, because I paid him I paid him $50, and that's all I got. I was like, I feel ripped off. It was only a quarter of a pound. So he's going to give me some more for like maybe $20. So I was like, that'd still be 70 total if you give, So he's going to give me some more. He said when he gets another batch. So I feel a little bit better now, I guess, if he follows through. Anyways, let's stay positive here. So I'm sprinkling it with flour here. No. See? I'm just going to start tossing it around. Kind of like the same technique. Basically the same technique that I do when I do my popcorn. When I put the butter on it. That's my technique. I toss it. See? Now look. They're nice and evenly coated. So, I think that's good. I don't think I need to do any more flour. Wow, that's... Ooh, boy. Talk about an expensive meal. Anyways. I know, so it's hard for me to let things go sometimes. Alright. So, we got this butter melting here. Ooh, yeah. Okay. I think it's ready to put in there. Got some sizzle going on. So I'm gonna try to zoom in on that skillet so you guys can get a good view of it. All right. Yeah, we got some sizzle going on, so I'm gonna put them in here. I should have spread it out a little bit better, but you know, oh well. Yeah, like I said, this brings back memories of my grandmother cooking these. If she knew how much I paid for these, she'd be like, a phrase she would always say, she's like, that better be awful good. She's like, that's like, gonna be like gold nuggets. Better be like gold nuggets, right? So, anyways, yeah, I miss my granny. She's no longer here. She passed away in 2013. But even though she's gone, she's definitely not forgotten. So, just like the movie The Crow, right? She said, you know, little girl Sarah in The Crow, she's like, the way for people to live on is to never stop loving them, right? Even if they're not here. So, it's like, yeah, I believe if I remember correctly, she was like, buildings burn, people die, but real love is forever. Kind of nice, ain't it? That's a nice thought, nice and touching. So, yeah, you definitely don't want to cook, but you don't want to cook these on too high a heat. You don't want to burn them. Okay. So, I think I'm going to get like a fork. I think I would do better with that. Because this is kind of delicate work, you know. But have you guys ever had these kind of mushrooms? These, I guess they call them, the official name is Morel mushrooms, or some people might call them sponge type mushrooms, you know. But have you ever heard of these? Have you ever had them? If you have, what are your thoughts? But you definitely want to cook these. You want to cook any mushroom, all right? From my research, they can be harmful. They can be harmful to you if you don't cook them, right? So I guess there's like the bacteria or germs or whatever. So you gotta cook them. There's some already starting to turn. I might go ahead and start flipping them here. You can always flip them again, you know. I know this might appear to be tedious, you know, flipping them like this individually with a fork, but hopefully it'll be worth it in the long run. Yep, they're cooking pretty quick here. So yeah, it's definitely time to flip them. I apologize if my hand is blocking the view, but I'm not very talented left-handed here, so. With these here, I want to make sure I'm getting them good there. So this video, I'm going to give a shout out to K-Blaze. This is one of my viewers that's actually reminded me about this video. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I did say I was going to do that, didn't I? So I guess they were looking forward to me frying up these mushrooms, right? Yeah, you just want to fry them till they're golden brown. And some will going to fry up quicker, you know, like, because some are bigger than others. So I am going to plate them on that. I'm going to go ahead and use another paper towel. Because, you know, we might have to, with all that butter, you don't want to, like, you don't want it drowning in butter, but is that looking like some good stuff or what? Listening again to the Castlevania Super Castlevania 4 soundtrack for the Super Nintendo. One of my favorite Castlevania games. Maybe even my very favorite Castlevania game. I know it's a good one. I also like I've been playing Rondo of Blood for the TurboGrafx 16 CD-ROM game. I downloaded that game on the Wii Virtual Console before they closed the door, before they shut the store down. So yeah, I was like, that's definitely a good one to download, right? Because it's still like playable on the Wii, right? Like I don't know about downloading and playing emulators like any other way other than like that. Like I don't know if you do it on your. I just never was a fan of playing games on a laptop, so I was like, I don't want to do that really. But yeah, Dracula, I believe it's called Dracula X Rondo of Blood for the TurboGrafx CD. It's a good one, but it's tough. It's a lot harder than Castlevania 4, I'll say that. But yeah, also Symphony of the Night on PlayStation 1 was awesome. I mean, everybody knows, like, that's an epic game in the Castlevania world. But yeah, back to these mushrooms. I remember growing up, you know, I'd go find these mushrooms in the woods. I'd go hunting. I'd go with my uncle that lived next door to me. If you ever see this video, we called him Boozer, right? That was his nickname. His real name was Daniel. But my Uncle Boozer, as I called him, he took me hunting and fishing sometimes. So if you ever see this video, Boozer, this one brings back memories of you too, man. Going out and hunting mushrooms. But yeah, we'd go hunting for them in the woods, you know, because that's mainly where they grow. And we'd find a lot. But yeah, we would make like, you know, of course we had a family to feed. Like we had, you know, me, my mom, my grandma, and, you know, sometimes my brother before he, you know, went AWOL. But yeah, we, you know, so it was like, you know, 4 of us, like, and so yeah, we had to have a lot, you know, to feed us all. Because here's the thing, right? This would be our meal. This would be like the main course, the meat, basically the meat, the protein. She might have a vegetable or something, or maybe a potato to go with it, but the mushrooms was the main course. So, yeah. Now I'm thinking these are done. I'm gonna take them up. Scoot that over here. I'm just gonna do a quick way here so we can get it out of there. Everybody out of the pool. Just gonna, oh wow, yeah, there we go. Just got them spread out on the, damn it, just got them spread out on a paper plate. So there we go. That's $50 worth of mushrooms. Like I said, I got ripped off, and the guy, I think there was more, you know, he thought it was more, and he thought it was like a pound or something. I was like, no, man, that was a quarter pound. I got home and weighed a quarter pound. So, but he said he's going to make it right with me, so let's hope he keeps his word. But yeah, that is fried morel mushrooms. Just, you know, you get them, you got to soak them in the salt water. And I didn't rinse them off, though. I just took them out of that salt water and into the other bowl, because I feel that if you rinsed them off, you'd be rinsing off a lot of flavor. Okay, now that's just me. So let's do a moment of truth here, huh? Well, they're still hot. I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit. Yeah, there's how much butter I use. I used to have a stick of butter, so you want to use plenty. You don't skimp on the butter, because yeah, you don't want them sticking to the skillet. So I think maybe we can try one out. Maybe it's cool enough now. Yeah. And yes, these are like Lay's potato chips. You cannot just eat just one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Here we go. Now we're talking. Oh yeah. Definitely worthy of a happy dance, everybody. These mushrooms only come once a year. So we're happy dance, happy dance. Hats off to myself, right, for doing a pretty dang good job. Man, so here, if you guys were here, I'd share with you. Ain't gonna take me long to eat these. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get me a cold beverage and enjoy the rest of these mushrooms. Have you guys ever had these before? These are wild mushrooms from the woods. But yeah, definitely make sure you salt water it. I would soak it in salt water for at least an hour. Don't be shy with the salt. I mean, you know, don't overkill it, but gotta put a decent amount in there to get all the bugs and stuff out of there, right? So anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Would you try these, or have you already tried these? Do they look Do they look appealing? Do they look appetizing? For me, they are a rare delicacy. So, again, yes, I promote frugal living as a lifestyle, but every now and then, hey, you only get one life, right? So yeah, every now and then, reward yourself, splurge a little bit, treat yourself, be good to yourself, you know? So that's just pretty much my philosophy for life. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. But if this is your first time to the channel, tap that red subscribe button down there, then the bell next to it, ding ding, and that way you'll be notified when I upload new videos. So if you did like this video and you think I did a good job with these mushrooms, give me a thumbs up. If you would do that, that would be retro rad, okay? I'd be much obliged. So until next time, guys, keep it retro.